a little late on this video. My dad was like, when are you going to let us know what's going on with your computer, son? It's like, oh, it's actually up and running, and it survived. This is it. This is the computer from one of my last videos. This is my main computer. I do all editing on and everything. And I had leaked fluid, water coolant all through it while I was running. I mean, it covered up the CPU, memory chips, and everything. And I, pulled the plug before it did any damage or any further damage. I didn't know if it was damaged or not at the time. But everything survived. I mean, I did switch out graphics cards. That was my whole intentions in the beginning. I had a 680 GTX 680 Hydro card just laying around. I thought I'd just pop that in, and I took out the GTX 580s. And well, I mean, it survived. The processor survived. The memory chips, everything survived. Being that I have the Maximus Formula 1150 socket Z87 motherboard, it has the armor shield. So I was worried about all the coolant getting behind that armor shield. So I had to pretty much take it all apart and clean out the inside. I mean, it was pretty nasty. But it's up and running. But what happened after I got it all put back together, I started to render out a video, and it get to like 3% and crash out. Oh, it's like, something did die, Well, turned out that when I was putting it back together, I decided to put the 4790K in, and this is after the fact. I already had put it back together and everything, and instead of laying on the side, I thought I'd just go ahead and unscrew it and pop it in, put the water block back on, and come to find out when I was tightening it down, it wasn't seated like it's supposed to be. It wasn't seated just right. So when I was going to render, and once it put a high load on the processor, it will pretty much freeze up and blue screen. So I figured, I was like, well, that's the last thing I actually did. So pretty much did it the right way, laid it back on the side, took it all out, and reseated the processor, and it worked just fine. But all in all, I did actually just say I really didn't want the 4790K. To me, the 4770K just performed better anyway. I don't know. The temps are supposed to be lower on the 4790K and all that stuff, but I like the 4770K. I really didn't see much anything out of the 4790K that I got better rendering out of the 4790K. I was supposed to, but slightly. But overall performance and benchmarking, the 4770K still performed better to me. And it kept cooler, and I could overclock it a whole lot higher. But anyway, it's all running, and I'm happy. Nothing was damaged. And also, I did a senior mentorship program for Kickintan High School for Brandy, South Cone. And this is the certificate that I got, and I got a little gift package with my little mug here. So that was awesome. We had a great time. She learned some things, and I tried to get her to do a YouTube video, but she wouldn't want to do it, but that's okay. But, well, Dad, that's my little update. It is running. It's good to go. And hopefully throughout these videos, I'll gradually upgrade to something or build a whole new computer for my workstation. But right now, this is what's doing the job. Like my camera. One day I might give me a 4K camera, but we'll see how things go. And I've been busy trying to get some parts in here so I can do some reviews. And that GTX 980 Ti just came out. And I was watching was actually researching some of the specs on it. And it's almost like the Titan X with less RAM, and the clock is just a little bit lower, but it pretty much performs about the same. So, but I still like to get my hands on one of those. So, NVIDIA, give me a shout. Let's talk. But that's it. And look out for that next video and that skit for the next video. It's going to be hilarious. So, as always, thanks for watching. Dad, it's good. Subscribe if you want some more of these tech videos. Like if you liked this video. Dislike if you didn't like it. Hey, it's your choice. Thanks for watching. See you next time.